So today we're going to do some mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness is the act of being in the present moment on purpose, paying attention to surroundings and internal kind of climate. And this is adapted from a workbook that treats both PTSD and addiction. And it's entitled Riding the Roller Coaster of Emotions, which is something that we all do and meditation can be very helpful with. This is a adaptation of meditation from mindfulness-based relapse prevention, which was developed by a number of scientists, including Alan Marlatt. And that is its own whole course that's adapted from another mindfulness psychologist named John Kabat-Zinn, who kind of developed mindfulness-based stress reduction, which is a mindfulness course, again, that teaches meditation in a secular way, that has been used to help reduce pain and has been some of the most studied protocols on how we use meditation as like a clinical intervention. So, oftentimes our lives and emotions can be like riding a roller coaster. One minute we're happy, the next minute we're feeling angry or anxious about something. Things can trigger us both internally and externally. And roller coasters, as most of us have been on, they're fast-paced, that they kind of slow down and build up, and then you have another fall. There can be a feeling of euphoria or good feelings as the car falls, but then there can also be a lot of fear there too. And our emotions can be like that, where we have these kind of twists and turns and ups and downs constantly throughout the day. It has been said, I think by Brene Brown recently, we are not thinking beings that feel, we are feeling beings that occasionally think. The human mind is very much embedded in constant emotional circuitry. And so one of the purposes of meditation is to just slow down and observe some of the emotions as they're happening and attend to them in a way that allows us to not be fully kind of on that roller coaster, but kind of as a witness to the roller coaster, which can be a less emotionally taxing experience. So this is a meditation that you can do when you're feeling kind of out of your center, out of sorts. You don't necessarily have to be too happy. You could be, you don't have to be too sad or too anxious to do this. It could be because you feel too up or too stimulated. And one of the ways to get ready for this meditation is to just get comfortable. So maybe you're in a seated position, or if you choose to, you can lie down. And at times during this meditation, you may find yourself kind of drifting off to sleep, and that's okay. Just try to return your focus to my voice and be anchored in that. Know that as we do this exercise, you may have a lot of thoughts, and that's very common. It is almost impossible to completely stop thinking. So one of the things I want you to do is just accept the fact that you may have a lot of thoughts, but again, try to return your attention to your breath and to my voice to anchor yourself in this moment. You may start maybe just by saying to yourself, I accept myself exactly as I am in this moment, and I make room for whatever arises in this moment. I commit to being kind and passionate to myself, compassionate with myself. I am peaceful and clear and well. And then any other intentions you want to have for this time. as you are sitting or laying comfortably, you may choose to close your eyes, or if it makes you feel more safe, you can keep them open and just rest your gaze on something just a few inches in front of you. And start just by beginning to bring your attention to the sounds and the feeling of your breath. You don't have to manipulate your breath in any way. Just notice it. Feel it as it comes in and out of your body. If you decide to focus solely on the sound, just allow the sounds of your breath and any other sounds that you may hear near to you or far from you. Just notice them without making any effort. If you choose to pay attention to the feelings, you may notice what it feels like to be surrounded by the ground or seated on your chair. Notice the feeling of your body expanding and contracting with each breath. Notice the change in temperature or sensation on your skin, either just directly under your nose or wherever your body touches the surface that's supporting it. Now, bringing a little bit more attention to your breath, you can choose to place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. And allow your belly to rise and then your chest as you inhale. And then feeling your hands sink back into your body as you exhale. Feeling the fullness of inhalation and the flattening as you deflate. If your mind is still jumping from thought to thought, you can even say to yourself, inhaling, rising, expanding, exhaling, falling, contracting. Or you can choose a word that's easy for you and just label the movement as you inhale and you exhale. Remind yourself of the intention to be free of judgment and to be open-hearted through this meditation. Allow this time to be kind and compassionate towards yourself. You may start to have feelings or thoughts that are not as kind. Oftentimes our minds will tell us we're doing this wrong, or maybe that there's just something wrong with us in general. And that's something to just take notice of. And if you can, choose a narrative that's a little kinder. You're doing something that is very healing for yourself. You're showing yourself love. You're feeling the sensations of your breath, the sounds around you for a few moments. Now bring your attention to the sensations in your body. Maybe you're feeling light or heavy. Maybe you're noticing your muscles relax, or maybe they're still very contracted. You may be having feelings of discomfort or pain. Your mouth may be dry or moist. You may have an itch somewhere that you've been wanting to scratch, or your stomach may be making noises. Just do a scan of your body, starting from the tips of your toes and coming up through your legs, through your abdomen and chest, taking notes of your hands and wrists and arms. Checking in on your neck and your shoulders, muscles of your face. And whenever you're done scanning your body, just return your focus back to your breath. Allow yourself to ride the roller coaster of sensations, using your breath as an anchor to help you not react to every sensation. Allow the breath to be almost like a brake and slowing the speed of the roller coaster. Now shifting your attention to any feelings or emotions that might be present. Have the intention to be friends, to make space for all your emotions. Notice clearly the feelings and emotions that are present. Where do you feel them in your body? What do they smell like? How do they feel in texture? Do they have a color or taste? Get curious about your emotions as though you're feeling them for the first time. You may feel sadness, or elation, or shame, or fear, or confusion, or anger, or loneliness. You could be feeling more than one emotion at the same time. Just pick one of them as an object for exploration, with the intention to perceive as clearly as possible the signature of that feeling or emotion in your body. Are there any changes in the emotion? How might it change? Is it the same intensity all the time, or does it get more intense and less intense? What is your relationship to that emotion? Do you want to push it away? Are you feeling very attached to it? Notice that in the middle of an unpleasant or uncomfortable emotion, there may be a pleasant feeling, or vice versa. In the middle of feeling very pleasant, there can be unpleasantness as well. And if feeling this becomes too intense or overwhelming in any way, just go back to the refuge of the awareness of your breath, the awareness of sound, the awareness of feeling in your physical body. Now let's shift your attention to your thoughts that are present in your mind. You can have thoughts of anticipation about what's going to happen today, tomorrow, this week. You may be dwelling on memories or stories about situations. Allow the thoughts to flow in and out of your mind, being careful not to get too tangled up in any one thought. Observe that you can witness your thoughts, that you are not your thoughts entirely, but you're much bigger than that. Become aware that your thoughts are just events. They're just sensations in the field of your awareness. Just like emotions and sensations of your body. They come, they stay for a while, they disappear. Sometimes they come back. Notice that you're noticing your thoughts. If you were your thoughts, you wouldn't be able to notice them. If a thought keeps coming back over and over, just know that also is temporary. There's no way to have one thought forever. And if a thought feels like it's hard to let go of, just go back to the awareness of the sounds around you, the feeling of the ground beneath you, the sensation of your body expanding and contracting with each breath. Now finish this exercise by just narrowing your awareness just to the feeling of your breath in your body. Pay attention to the entire duration of the in-breath and the entire duration of the out breath. Pay attention even to that little pause between when you take a breath in and when you take a breath out. Before we end the meditation, just allow the breath to nourish all of you for a few moments. As long as we are breathing, we are alive. Take a moment to be grateful towards the breath. As it's not only your anchor in this moment of the roller coaster of life, but it is also the energy that keeps the roller coaster going. Now allow yourself to just return to yourself. Maybe moving your fingers and your toes, rotating your ankles and your wrists. You may decide to stretch your arms overhead and just stretch the full length of your body. Just for a moment, observe the calm that is this moment. And take it with you through the rest of your day. We thank you so much for being with us. It was so nice to be together. And we look forward to seeing you next time.